We are headed to Daytona in one of our few Truck Series races this year. No idea which truck races we're going to do. It's kind of going to be a just kind of as we please sort of thing when it comes to the truck and Xfinity races. Super Speedways, I'd say we do. I usually like doing Atlanta. Maybe Auto Club just for the nostalgia, knowing that track isn't around in that state anymore. Pole time is a 48.4. We have no shot. No chance in hell. It is just not possible. 49.163. That's probably our best hope. I don't know what it is. You see the tack stuttering. I don't know what it is when this truck gets into third gear. I don't ever remember that being a thing. Well, let's see if I can do this properly and run the middle to high side around here for lap 1 and then drop it down to the bottom for our second qualifying lap. Usually whenever I try this, I hit the wall. But just give us the most possible time to spool up a little speed and give lap number 2 a flyer. Or we're slapping the wall. Naturally, well, I mean, our hopes weren't high to begin with, so what does it really matter? I don't think that's going to cost us all that much. We just can't do it again. So that lap, a 50.0. And now we stick to the bottom and hope to run a little bit better. The lap that matters. We scraped the apron a little bit there. I don't think it did anything in terms of slowing us down, so we might just be all right. Well, 48 is long gone, but it's a 49.181. 26th. So not last by a considerable margin. That setup, though, net gained us 2 positions from what we did last night. And that's the way to get around here, so... And here we go. First NASCAR race that matters on this channel in quite some time. Matt Craftsman is actually the one starting at the back. Wow. And here we go. The NASCAR Truck Series season officially underway. And we didn't get that slow restart, or that slow start that you can't really ever do anything about, so that's good news for us. As we follow Clay Greenfield into turn 1. AI is usually good for a checkup here. And they kind of did. just kind of gives us a run. We don't really have anywhere to go with it quite yet. A 50-lap race, so we don't want to do anything too crazy too early. Tried to move Clay Greenfield up the track. That didn't work.
Still there.
And no room to get to the inside of Greenfield out of 1, so not much going on for us here early. Now we stick a nose to the inside of the 68. So it'll give us a nice run. And Tyler Hill had some issues with Zane Smith. He had to check up.
Careful, still there.
Don't know if I want to get in the back of Zane Smith here quite yet. Now the actual trucks, and I think Xfinity 2 still have that no, you can't lock bumpers rule. It's not in the game, so if necessary, we will push somebody, as we're pushing Zane Smith for the time being, but not anywhere really to go with it early on. Hit his bumper in the wrong spot, almost got into one of the Nice trucks. That's Ty Majeski on our outside. And Zane Smith just pieces out into the middle lane. So we'll take that. We'll get a run off the back of Gus Dean, and it looks like we might be able to get to the inside of Dean here as well. Predictably, making our way through the field quite nicely. We did this last night. We got Angela Rush in front of us now. She wants to hold the bottom, so I'll just try and get a run off the back of Eckes here. Thankfully, we're clear, and we're actually going to be able to make a move to the inside of Eckes. Grant Enfinger's thinking about coming down. He's not clear of Ross Chastain. Everything working out well for us right now. Whoa. Chastain couldn't make up his mind, but that leaves us no friends. At least for a moment, we didn't have any friends. We're going to lock on to Chastain here a little bit, try and get him clear of Stuart Friesen. But Chastain just wants to run the middle for some reason. We lost the draft just a little bit, but we are into the top 5 here early. Lap 4 of 9 here in stage 1, and we are making our way to the front. Trying to push Ross Chastain there. Locked onto the bumper. There's pressure coming from behind. I'm trying to drop down to block that off. I don't want to get stuck on the outside, so we're going to leave Chastain out to dry a little bit.
Clear high.
Now we've got a big run here. I don't know if we're going to have anywhere to go with it. Yes, we do. The truck of Spencer Boyd actually came up, but now we don't have any friends on the high side. So that run dies out. Should be able to drop back in line in 4th. We'll do that. Oh no, Natalie Decker's up in 2nd spot. I just realized. I was wondering where she was.
Still there.
And Decker with a crazy block on us early. Slides down to hold on to 2nd spot.
All right, you're clear.
So Decker, I guess, just has some speed up here. Riding in behind Spencer Boyd. Spin out Nicole. It's not even her name. She has some speed, but I'm trying to shove her past Spencer Boyd, and it's just not, we're not getting there. Might just have to go at it ourselves. So to the inside, Decker trying to stay in behind Boyd, but we have that position.
All right, you're clear.
Now, this isn't great, because now I don't know how great of a run we're going to be able to get on Boyd to try and get this lead away from him and try and win stage 1 here. I don't want to make a move to the outside. We're going to duck back in line. Just going to try and wait it out, and hopefully he lets the bottom open up for us here in a bit. I'm also not seeing the draft partners. Not quite like the Cup Series where they're locking on you and shoving you every chance they get. If you're full throttle, they are giving you a shove. And there's the move to the inside of Boyd. See if we're going to be able to complete the pass. Eventually, we're going to get some help from behind with us racing side by side like this.
Stay low, stay low.
And it is Natalie Decker that is coming up behind us. Boyd with a run on the outside. It looks like he's going to lead this lap. Unless Decker can get up here and give us a push. And she does. Boyd did lead the lap, though. We finally get someone to give us a shove.
Bottom looks good. You're all clear up top.
Now that we are clear in the lead, Decker backs off. Well, it didn't take us long. Well, almost the entirety of stage 1. But we are out front. I'm definitely not going to be spinning out the AI intentionally. For one, in this game, it is very hard to spin the AI out. You just kind of ping pong off of them. White flag in stage 1. But 2, it's way too early for that. And I do want to win the race. This is Kyle Busch mode for us. I mean, we're just here to win races. We're not chasing a championship here in the trucks, so continue to go at it. Oh, Natalie Decker, I think, blew up behind us. I see some smoke coming out, and that is the end of stage 1. Engine may have expired on Natalie Decker's truck, or a tire, who knows. She didn't spin out, so I don't think it's a tire. Nobody else is pitting, so we will not pit either. The only one that is Natalie. Start of stage 2.
Outside, outside. All clear.
We get a nice clean restart. Back out to the point. It's always the unfortunate thing about leading these races on restarts at super speedways is that you do get out to quite a lead. You just always get a better start than the AI does, because here comes the run from Josh Realm, pushed by Spencer Boyd. Zane Smith, Jordan Anderson wrap up the top 5. Another run coming from Realm. Are we going to be able to put the block on him? He's going to the low side, so yes. Nothing threatening on the high side at the moment. However, somebody's coming up, and I think that may be Tate Fogelman. And it is. We hit the apron. I'm not going to drift up and get a block here on Fogelman so we can retain the lead, but we are going to have to work for this a little bit now. You might say, it's a little early to be blocking. I mean, yeah, but this isn't exactly a long race, so... And we want to lead laps, we want to win races. In our truck whacking excursions throughout the year. Six laps to go in stage 2. Both lanes staying together for the moment. Top lane falling off just a little bit. They should be able to get a run on us. I'd expect it first from Realm. Nobody gets a run on us down the back. Interesting enough. Maybe at the exit of turn 4 here. Oh, we drifted up the racetrack a little bit. Got to get back down to the bottom. Now they're back up here. I keep forgetting to look down pit road. I don't know if Natalie was able to pit or not, or if she's out for the race, the only DNF to this point. It looked like she blew an engine in there behind us. So we'll drive past pit road here again and take a look. Fogelman had a run, not going anywhere with it. Clay Greenfield, who started just in front of us, has also cracked the top 5. And a look down pit road. No. I do not see a truck down there, so she's out here somewhere towards the back of the pack. And she may, as stage 2 just ends, so somebody else had some issues, she may be able to stay out here and get back up to the top of the board. Let's see if that's the case. No, she's back down there in 26th and also pitting. So we will pit with everyone else, hopefully retain the lead. Oh, let's see. So we're actually going to have to pit in Stage 3. Stage 3 is a bit of a longer one. So I'm going to take my tires now. It might cost us the lead. It does not, actually. So we restart with the lead. Josh Rayalm on the outside.
Be ready here.
No idea what happened there. Off the restart. We were just immediately going left.
You're clear.
32 laps to go. A long Stage 3 here today. I mean, yes, but if I do that, I might crash, so. That'd not be a great start to our time down here at Daytona this weekend. Crashing out of the truck race. As it's now Tate Fogelman in sole second. Push from Christian Eckes. But not able to make any sort of a run on us. For the time being, Ross Chastain is up here in the top 5 in that Nice truck. Those Nice trucks, Lord knows, they're going to have some speed, as here is Eckes trying to make a move. A little bit of a block. Fogelman looking up the inside, but we hold him off too. There's Clay Greenfield with a good shove to Eckes, and Eckes almost caught us napping. Spend more time looking at the rearview mirror than you do in front of you here at Daytona. Top lane fizzles out just a bit. Eckes back to 4th. Now 30 laps to go. It's Chastain that's pushing Fogelman for the time being. Tanner Gray has now cracked the top 5. Oh, Chastain, another big push for Fogelman. They're hugging the bottom. They're hugging the yellow line here, which is not something you often see the AI do, at least from what I remember. So we moved up. They stayed down at the bottom. That could have been bad for us. Could have lost the lead. Lord knows where we'd wind up. Fogelman's been up here for a while. Josh Rayalm has fallen back through the pack. No idea where he is now. None of the trucks just able to give us a run yet. You know what I'm also realizing? I'm not sure if I ever switched my setup back. We may still be in the qualifying setup. Should take a look at that the next time. Although I don't think we'd be able to drive around here with 65% grill tape and not overheat. I always thought 55 was kind of the limit as I screw up a little bit, touch the apron, not what we want to do. Let's avoid doing that again. Fogelman's got no help. They're trying to make a lane happen on the outside, led by Tanner Gray in the Ford. Gray not there to make a move yet, so we'll come down and cover Fogelman. Tanner Gray looking to take second spot. One of those DGR trucks. There might actually only be one DGR Crosley truck at this stage, since we know we're not racing against Haley Deegan. Fogelman's got to run. At least I thought he did. For the moment, no. How long is a fuel stint? We got 14 laps remaining of fuel. So we do have to pit here in this stage. Now, with the mechanical failures on and the AI recovery on normal, I don't think we're going to have to make a green flag stop, which is what I'd love to avoid. Usually, the game is not very hard in keeping you guessing. Usually with about 2 to go, right when the fuel light comes on, 2 laps to go in the fuel, I mean, the game will throw something out at you to cause a caution. Which sometimes does catch you out, and it's actually not going to happen now. Or it's not going to happen with 2 laps to go with the fuel. It's going to happen right now. Can we make it to the end after this? No. So nobody's pitting from the looks of it. Nobody's pitting, so we stay out.
All right, you're coming to straight. Almost ready.
Back under green. 23 to go. Starting to try and do the math in my head. If that caution does indeed come out when we do get towards the end of this fuel window, that could be bad if we lose some spots on pit road. If we were to get the fuel wrong or take tires when no one's taking tires, we could find ourselves way back. As here comes Tanner Gray, the only one that's really been close to us all day. And that 15 truck should have the speed to get past us, you'd think. Only single lane action behind us right now. Gray pushed by Majeski. Another one of those Nice trucks up here, and I was looking at the leaderboard, and there goes Tanner Gray to the outside. Looks like we might get a shove from our teammate, Sheldon Creed, and it's quite the aggressive shove. Keep on it. No, push. Keep pushing. We can get back to the inside of Gray here. It looks like we will, as Creed falls back. So we did lose the lead, but only for a lap. Now that's a teammate right there. So now, right now, the way it's looking in behind me, don't like that. The fact that the high line is running all the way at the top, low line all the way at the bottom. That is tough to cover off. So if they do that for the rest of this race, we could be in some trouble. But I can't imagine a low line or a middle lane wouldn't form and take over those guys running the very top. And we have another caution. Well, this one So we have a truck pitting, and it's Tate Folgeman. Natalie Decker has made her way back up into the top 10. Only one truck pitting. Ben Rhodes appears to be out of this race, and one of the Thor Sport trucks. This is dangerous. We are running the qualifying setup, by the way, apparently. We're not going to pit.
Coming to the green. Almost ready. All right, let's go. Are there now?
So now our teammate Sheldon Creed on the outside as we restart. With 18 laps to go, we could have made it. But on the bright side, only one truck pitted. So everyone but one truck out there, and that's Tate Folgeman, have to pit again. I don't think it matters how many cautions we have. That is Josh Rayelm back into second spot. Chastain still holds a spot in the top 5 with Eckes and Zane Smith. "17 laps to go." And the Fresh from Florida 250. We may have some problems here. We might have 3 lines forming behind us, and for the moment we do. How aggressively do we want to block that? Rayelm doesn't look like he has any friends, so he drops back a little ways. We put the block on Angela Rush. Now to the high side. That's Chastain poking through the middle. And now Rayelm on the high side fizzles out. Angela Rush with a run to the inside. We come down and block that. That Chevy of Angela Rush has been up here in the top 10 throughout the entire race, it seems. And even in that little short pack racing practice run we did last night, Angela's truck was up near the front. It would be kind of hilarious if the game didn't throw a caution at us when everyone has to pit. In theory, that works out very well for the rest of the field. I mean, Folgeman would have the initial advantage, but he'd be running out there by himself. So you'd think with everyone packed up again, depending on when the pit stop would come, we'd have no issue catching him. Right now, we have 7 laps to go on fuel. We're on lap 36 of 50, so there would be a chance. About 7-8 laps we'd have to catch him. I just didn't think pitting under green, dropping all the way back to 31st, 32nd, wherever we would have wound up, is very advantageous. Yeah, we could have gotten the lead back as the race went on and just bided our time and waited for them to pit and then stay out, but just no reason to do that. We're running up front. We're comfortable. This is going well. First time we've seen Johnny Sauter up here in the top 5, and he's got his teammate Grant Enfinger with him. Todd Gilliland up in the top 5 as well. The top 5 kind of flipped on its head there very quickly, as we got 2 Thor Sport trucks in our rearview mirror. with 13 laps to go. And the pit stop coming. So then the issue then becomes if the caution that we all expect to happen when the fuel light does come on, if it happens after some AI have gone down pit road, we could get screwed a little bit. However, I don't think we have to worry about that too much. $12 to go. 5 on the fuel. Ourselves, Sauter, Gilliland, Ankrum, and Enfinger, the top 5. Inside line is just really kind of riding around. Or not. Johnny Sauter to the outside, but nobody went with him. And Sauter is going to get hung out to dry, so Todd Gilliland now in second spot. Pushed by another one of our teammates in Tyler Ankrum. Sauter all the way back down to 4th. Doesn't look like he's dropping back quite that bad yet. And Matt Crafton, who started last in this race, after forfeiting his starting position, all the way up to 4th spot. And there's the caution. It comes even earlier, so no funny business. We are going to have to take tires. We're going to have to take right side tires here. We can't take half a can. We're going to have to take a full can. Full can of fuel, right side tires. Those lefts, they'll hang on for the rest of this race. As we should be inside of 10 to go as we restart. So let's see if we maintain the top spot. We actually don't. Well, we knew we weren't gonna because Tate Fogelman didn't have to pit again. We fall back to 5th after the pit stop. But we've got teammate help up here in Tyler Ankrum. We're actually not going to use it. We don't need to. To the inside of Ankrum, and we might even get to the inside of Fulgham, and you just see how bad the AI are on the restarts. We'll shift up, and we're not even really into turn 2 yet, and we've got the lead back. Sometimes the game will just give you a bad restart no matter what you do. Not that time. So back to the point. Ankrum pushed by Friesen. Can't make a mistake here and get off the bottom too much. Ankrum right on our back bumper. I did hear the follow notification go off. We'll get to that whenever the next stoppage is. Coming to the line. How many to go? 7. In the season opening race for the NASCAR trucks. Part of a pretty limited truck schedule we'll do. Like I said, super speedways, tracks I like. We'll obviously do Michigan since it's my home track whenever the trucks go there. Here in career mode. Schedule is going to be a little bit funky. It's not really going to line up with NASCAR really in any of these series, given the age of this game, but that's not it's not the end of the world. If only championship mode had worked. Although then, Lord knows, I'd probably still be driving this truck, but then I'd have to drive the 31 car on Sundays, and I don't want to do that. Ankrum, Friesen, Jason White, and Raphael Lesser the current top 5. Is it Lessard or Lessard? I forget. Ankrum moved to the outside. We saw that move happen with Sauter, and we saw how it worked for Johnny Sauter. Not very well. Friesen pushed by White. Friesen having a look. I thought he was still going to go for that, as we now have 5 laps to go. Will the game give us a caution to set up a green-white checkered? Let's hope not. I'd like to just be able to handle it without any interference. The phantom debris cautions. Friesen abandons White on the bottom, maintains second spot, might just bring Ankrum with him. And Friesen wants to try and run the high side too. But that inside lane will surely fill in. We got a good bit of a gap there. So obviously that's not ideal. With now 4 laps to go. A little bit worried about that run coming on the inside from Jason White. For the moment, nothing going on with it. We're going to have to worry about Stuart Friesen here, I think, on the exit of turn 2. Stay to the bottom for now. Drift up here. Cover that off. Jennifer Jo Cobb has found her way into the top 5. There's a surprise. I really thought Natalie Decker was going to find her way back up here. After falling all the way to the back after some sort of failure to end stage 1. At the end of stage 2 was already back inside the top 10. And obviously qualified well to be up front early in the race when we got up here. A move by White to the outside, nothing going there. Well, they've got a little bit of something going, and I think we're going to have to worry about, I don't know if that's, I don't think that's Clay Greenfield, that blue truck on the inside. That'd be Tanner Gray, as we have 2 to go from Daytona. For the moment, nothing to worry about. White's got ourselves a little bit off our line. I'm going to head back to the bottom. Take away any draft that he could get off of us. They're running the high side. There is not much of a run forming behind us, but that could be bad in about a lap's time. As we are off of turn 4, they might just be prepping themselves for a run. 1 to go in the... No! Oh, are you kidding me? We were inches away from winning this race. Come on, man. Are we serious? We are indeed headed to NASCAR overtime. Jason White on the outside.
Be ready here. Rain is out.
And we don't get the bad restart.
2 to go. Clear high, clear high.
Just don't mess up one more shift and we'll be all right, I think. They might have a run at it. Into 4th gear. We've got a pretty big gap here. Obviously not what we want, as Jennifer Jo Cobb is in behind us. Will she try to make a move to the inside? No. And into 3 and 4. Something about Daytona at night, man. Now we're through 3 and 4. Now we come to the start-finish line. And we take the white flag. That happens again, the race will be over. Cobb on the high side. Will she drop down? Yes, she will. Only one lane right now, so we are feeling pretty good. There is a truck making a move to the outside back there. I think it was Jason White. But nothing formulating. Half a mile. Jennifer Jo Cobb in second. Nobody's going to have anything for us. In fact, a whole bunch of trucks have dropped off the back of the pack. And we are going to win the Fresh from Florida 250 to start our truck whacking season. And of course, we're going to do a burnout. I don't know where. There we go. Let's try and throw her into the grass. Oh, well, that didn't work how I wanted. All right, well, let's just burn it down in the grass, I guess. And now let's go kill it. Uh-oh. Stuck. Oh. What the fuck is happening here? If I just hit the rev limiter, can I kill it? What is this? What is happening? Alright, well, I guess we can't kill it. There we go. We are Daytona winners. At least in the trucks. We'll take it. We'll take it. Let's take a look at what happened throughout this race. We should get to see Natalie Decker blow up or blow a tire or whatever happened to her here. As we see our path to the stop, or to the top of the field. No, just a whole bunch of passes for the top spots. There was our pass for the lead, and we didn't really look back from this point forward. That was us scraping the apron. So we were getting the shove from Natalie Decker. And that's, yeah, right there. How did Natalie finish this race? What the hell happened to her truck? It does appear that was a tire. I'm just really surprised she didn't wreck that. And then, Lord knows... Oh, another truck blew a tire in the back. I saw a little bit of smoke. That one lap, we lost the lead on a nice run from Tanner Gray. And we got him back less than a lap later. Grant Enfinger. Oh! You know, you don't ever see these things when you're out front. Grant Enfinger with a tire failure in the corner. And Angela Rush right on the back of Enfinger. And then the restart after the pit stop. We restarted 5th. Got a great restart to the inside of our teammate Ankrum. And we're leading by turn 1. I don't know if this race works out quite like that, as there's our crossing of the start-finish line. If we don't have the qualifying set up on this thing. Need a thumbnail. I never know what to do anymore thumbnail-wise when it comes to these, because they put the stupid logo in the top corner. Like in a perfect world, it'd be something like this, but... I feel like, I mean, I don't know. At least if I do that, the aspect ratio's right, but... we'll find something. What's next is an Eagles playoff game. Our first playoff game in many, many seasons. That ain't gonna work. Oh. That's got a shot. I mean, I guess. This shouldn't be this hard. Try that. And just in case that doesn't work, go back and grab this. Well, we're 1 for 1 at Daytona. We will take that. Throughout the course of this race, Natalie Decker ends up outside of the top 10 somehow. We lost Tyler Hill and Ben Rhodes in the final finishing order. Ben Rhodes, 30 laps down. Early problems for the Thor Sport truck. We will take that. No idea when we do a truck race next. It could be a little bit. Or I might do Atlanta. I don't know. I think Atlanta's up next on the schedule, although it might be Las Vegas. We'll see. Our victory lane celebration and our dollar store trophy. They can't be bothered with the truck racing trophies. Why would they, right? We'll take that. It's good to get up there and really lead laps. They didn't really have anything for us. So there we go. Fastest lap goes to us with a 47.297. We led 46 of 50 laps in this race. That seems absurd. And we were the biggest mover of the day, starting 25th and going to the lead. Austin Hill started second all the way back in 30th is his finishing position. And we will be back for the Xfinity race tomorrow.